Hi. Sorry we're a couple minutes late, but we're in Big Al's bar, summer bar. And when you live in the desert, you go inside in the summer because it's just too darn hot, like the song says. And it's been 105, 106, even with the misters on, which none of you like because it creates noise. And so we're inside for the rest of the summer. We'll be in different rooms here. And I love this room. This is one of my favorite rooms in the house, and we've had a lot of fun here. Maybe, Alan, you could get me a tequila, huh?
I will certainly do that.
Okay, all right. We are so on point today. I can't wait to introduce our new product to you today. Let me have my first sip of tequila and I'll just keep you in suspense. You know, if we're going to do a new product that is, you know, right on the money, you know we're going to do it great. What is it that everybody's running out of? What is it that dries your hands and makes your hands dry and cracked and, you guessed it. You guessed it. I see it coming through. Hand sanitizer. Of course we would have Suzanne Organics hand sanitizer, but that's not all. Ours is, I'm so excited about this. It's a moisturizing hand sanitizer. In order for the, under the FDA aegis, to call it a hand sanitizer, it's got to have alcohol in it. So we do have alcohol in it, but we have it mixed in with all these beautiful emollients, this moisturizer. It's going to be a pleasure to put this on. It's not going to smell like chemicals. It's not going to dry your hands out. I don't know. We, where were we last week where we bought that little, we'd forgotten
Oh, it was terrible.
ours?
Terrible. It was like, I don't know, an ounce and a half of hand sanitizer for $5.
I mean, really,
Talk
it was
about price
like,
gouging.
Yeah, it was like a little, what you get in a hotel, like a little sample, or when you order some cosmetics online, and then they send you a little sample. That's what was $5. So this is not inexpensive, but I don't think we can go forward in this world anymore, ever again, without taking hand sanitizer seriously. I don't. And so we've got this great offering today. It's Hand Cleansing Trio. We've got our amazing hand wash, no chemicals at all. It also has the insignia, which I'm so proud of. Certified toxic-free means it's grown organically, extracted organically. Nothing upwind or downwind of the product can be toxic to contaminate it. But that's not all. Then we have our hand lotion, and this is the lemon verbena, which going forward for the summer is just so fresh and so beautiful. Again, certified toxic-free, no chemicals. And then, of course, we would come up with our moisturizing hand sanitizer. I am so proud of this product. We've been working on it, not knowing the pandemic was coming, by the way. This has been in the works. We all thought, you know, it's time to do this, and here we are right on point. So anyway, welcome to the show. It's our Friday night cocktail party, and we are, well, on top of the morning to you, okay?
Yeah.
Hey, baby.
And you.
Yeah, and I would tell you that we were late coming down, if I made up stories, but I don't. We both took a nap and fell asleep, and Caroline called, and I had just woken up. And I was in the bathroom putting on my makeup and choosing an outfit, and I hear Ellen go, "It's 4 to 5. It's Caroline on the phone."
If she hadn't called, I'd still be sleeping.
He would still be sleeping, but I would have, I had to wake him.
He didn't answer the first time. The first time.
He
no
didn't?
answer.
Oh, well that's because I was in the other room, but no, when he's out, when Alan takes a nap, it's like, out, like the way bears sleep in the winter, and I happen to know the way bears
The
sleep
way
in the winter.
bears sleep.
No, I do. I don't know if you even know this, Caroline, how many encounters I've had with bears. Did you know that?
Well, I knew of one with Bruce.
With
but
your
I didn't
husband,
know
yeah.
multiple.
Yeah, many, many times. When we were blue collar, and growing up, our summer vacations, we went camping. And for many, many, many years, we went camping at Yosemite National Park, which is about as beautiful a place on the planet that there is. There's just no place more beautiful. And how many times, when you pull into Yosemite, there was always like a bunch of cars stopped because people would see bears, but bears are not shy, and they will come, if they smell you of any food in your car, and when you've got 4 little kids in your little Chevrolet, there's a lot of stinky food in it, and they come right over the car. I remember one time, my mother's in the front seat, and the bear's whole head was in right next to her, and we're all going, whoa, 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 not really sensing the danger. And then there are many, many nights, my mother would always make this great pound cake. Remember when mothers used to make pound cake? Do you make a good pound cake, Caroline?
I actually do.
I think you do.
I love pound cake.
Everybody loves pound cake. And my mother's, I wonder if I still have that recipe. Anyway, and with that thin, perfect buttercream frosting. And so my father, I used to love camping because it was like playing house. And he was a great camper. We had one of those teardrop trailers that you put on the back of your car. And that's where my parents slept. And then we put up a tent. And I can still put up a tent. I could have a tent putting up contest. And I remember one night lying in my sleeping bag in the tent, feeling pressure against the back of my head. It was a bear walking on the outside of the tent. And I don't remember getting freaked out about it. It was like there's so many bears. So that's why when I took Bruce camping when he was a little boy, he had to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. Why I walked him to the bathroom, I don't know. Why didn't I just walk him like outside the cabin and pee on the ground? But anyway, we walked to the campground bathroom, and there was a whole family of bears, and they were going through the garbage. And luckily, they were much more interested in the garbage than they were in us. But Bruce and I went in to use the bathroom. Why? I was young. Just I'd chalk everything up. I was young, and I remember there was one little bear that came in, and I never sensed danger there either, because when you're around a mother bear and she's got her little baby bears, you watch out for that mother bear. But I never had any bad experiences, just a lot of, whoa, there's a bear. So,
By the way,
yeah.
Speaking about Bruce peeing,
Uh-huh.
do you remember the first apartment we shared? It was that crummy little
Yeah.
$200
There's
a month
a place in
apartment.
hell for me having
No, are you kidding? It was great. And it was a 1-bedroom, barely. And then there were steps going upstairs, and they called it a penthouse, but it wasn't. The steps were for repair guys to fix the air conditioner.
Right.
And Bruce slept on the landing at the top of the stairs,
I know.
and there was no bathroom. And Bruce either had to come down into our, what you call bedroom, to go to the bathroom,
Yeah.
or he'd pee off the roof.
I think he enjoyed being off.
I think so too.
Right. I did his room real cute. Probably why Bruce loves girly things, because I remember I bought a whole lot of yellow and white gingham, and
Gingham.
I did all his windows in yellow and white gingham, and I made a bed skirt in yellow and white, and I got him a yellow quilt, and he liked it. So when he likes your girly stuff, Caroline, I did have some influence there.
All his windows.
What?
He likes manly stuff too.
No, now he does. He was my only child, and it was all I knew. It was all I
But
knew.
the thing is, like, what's great about Bruce is like he can hang in an antique store. He doesn't
Yeah.
freak out
Yeah,
because of how you raised him.
Yeah.
But he also likes the hardware store. So
Yeah.
he's got.
And I never
both
took him-
sides, which is really nice.
I never took him to a hardware store, so he had to find that on his own. So
Yeah, but you could fix the car engine.
I could fix the
Because,
car.
you know, you used to fix that VW Bug.
I did.
All she
I
needed,
made-
all you needed to fix it was a toothpick,
I
right?
figured out I had a hole in my carburetor. In my, I could tell the way we're going up on the way to the Gold Gate Bridge. If the car would start sputtering, I realized that the toothpick that I had inserted into the little hole in the carburetor must have popped out. So I pull over to the side, and I had a box of toothpicks, and I stick them in. I also knew how to fix the fan belt. You know, when you have to, you have to, and I'm glad that I had to learn how to do those things. And Things don't freak me out today. I can.
It's true.
Alan is.
Woman.
I am. Alan is a good techno fixer. Like, you know what I haven't forced myself to learn? And I'm now starting to say things to him like, show me, show me. I don't want to be helpless. I have no interest in the TV clicker. None.
In the what?
In the TV clicker.
Oh.
I have no interest.
Well, no, just a moment. No, that's not true, okay?
I like
Yeah,
it
no,
when
it's not true. Because about 20 years ago, you said, why do you always control the TV clicker? Why can't I control
That's
it?
when we were still fighting about control.
So I went, I went
That's what
out
we thought about,
and
is
I
the
bought
first
you
years.
exactly the same TV clicker, okay?
Yeah.
And you used it that night, and then by the next morning, you couldn't find it. And I swear to you, I did nothing to that TV clicker. We never found it again.
We never
It
did
disappeared. And you know, it was God speaking. He said,
and then at one point I thought, let him deal with the clicker.
yeah, right.
And then, am I the only one? Answer me this, all my friends out there. Remember you used to just push on and the TV went on? Now they got one clicker for this and another clicker for that, and then you gotta swipe, and then you gotta, that's why it's
And they call it a smart TV.
smart TV.
By the way,
Yeah.
Leila Sebastiano is from Montreal. She says, hello from Montreal, Canada. And Leila, do you know what just arrived a few days ago?
Tell her all
Leila,
about it.
I get my bagels from Montreal. They're the greatest bagels. They hand roll them. They cook them in a wood-fired oven. And I get the kind that are called dressed everything. It's got poppy seeds and sesame seeds, and it's got everything on it. You cut those in half and have them toasted,
No, they are
slathered
organic.
with butter.
They are organic.
Incredible.
You know, we have to get us some cream cheese and do it that traditional way too. The problem is, Alan,
Yeah,
you are gluten intolerant.
I know.
In a big way.
Yeah.
So the other day, I heard him make this sound that I haven't heard in years, like one of those world-class burps. And I looked at him like, what's that? And then I went, oh, he's back
Gluten.
on gluten.
he had 2 bagels.
Yeah, it's interesting how your body started talking immediately. Immediately. I always talk about the body language.
My body started talking to me the first time I saw you. Said, hello. Hello there.
Do you really want to hear that, Caroline?
I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
I love how he loves you. Makes me happy.
Thank you. Thank you. Well,
I mean, he's obsessed with you, but that's okay too.
yeah, he is. He is. Lucky me. I don't know what I did. I did something good, but
You turned up.
it's great. It's great to be loved like this, Al. It's great.
I know. Likewise.
I was talking about the body language, other body languages, and I talk about the body language all the time. We have a body language, and it speaks to you all the time. You learned this from me with bioidentical hormones. Remember? Itchy, bitchy, sleepy, sweaty, bloated, forgetful, and all dried up. Each one of those. Itchy, bitchy, sleepy, sweaty, bloated, forgetful, all dried up. That's all the language. If you're sweaty, that's your body talking, saying something's out of balance. If you're sleepy, you can't sleep. Like last night I did not sleep the entire night. It's just awful, and that doesn't usually happen, but I know what I did. I watched the news last night. And any of you who watch the news with me, I've not been watching the news because it's been so horrible, but last night, watching all those riots in Minnesota, and you know, for all those years, how many, was it 7 years or 10 years, we went to Minnesota every month for Evine.
Yeah,
And they call it the land of nice.
it is.
It is. At the studio where we worked in Eden Prairie, which is right outside of Minneapolis, it didn't matter what you asked anybody in that studio, the answer would be no problem. No
Yeah,
problem.
true.
No problem. No matter what, you know, in Hollywood, everybody's into, that's not my job description, that's not my union. You know, if you ask a grip to pull something, you go, oh no, you got to get an electrician for that. Minnesota, everybody was just so darn nice, and I just hated seeing that happen last night. And, you know, I don't ever talk about politics. I don't want to get into politics, but I think we all were pretty traumatized last night. So I didn't sleep at all. I didn't sleep at all last night. Da, 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 da.
By the way, we have another lady, born and raised in Montreal, living on Vancouver Island, which is beautiful. She misses Montreal for the smoked meat. Do you remember that deli?
Talk about smoked
That
meat.
deli? It was called
This is
Schwartz's.
a Montreal thing. What is her name?
Pardon?
What is her name?
Judith Ellen.
Judith. This is a Montreal thing. You Montrealers talk about bagels. You talk about smoked meat.
No, it was Schwartz's Deli. Been around for over 100 years.
Yeah.
It's the most incredible
I know.
sandwich you'll ever
I
have.
know. That's what you always say.
And by the way, do you know who owns it now?
No.
It's very strange.
Who?
Celine Dion.
She does?
She bought it, I don't know, a few years ago. Yeah, it came up for sale.
Wow.
I mean, it's
Wow.
iconic. It's
Yeah.
iconic.
Yeah. Yeah.
I shot that series there for Paramount, and I used to stop, I used to stop every morning. I'd go in there and I'd say, give me a corner. And a corner is with all the fat. It's the corner of the smoked meat. And
What
it was,
kind of meat is it?
I guess, beef.
Beef?
Yeah, beef.
And then sliced real thin? I
Yeah.
was never into it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. It's not like a steak. It's a whole other thing. But I do love these bagels. So he finds the bagel guy in Montreal. I've not seen you this excited about things outside of your everyday life in a long time. You were so excited. So he orders a case of bagels, and they arrived. And it was like Santa Claus came.
But it arrived later than it should. Something happened with the procedure getting from Montreal to us, and they were so nice. They sent 2 more cartons of bagels.
2 more cases.
Cases,
Cartons,
right.
Cases. We got bagels, and so
We should be selling bagels.
yeah, really. Anybody who comes over here goes home with bagels because he should not eat them. You should not eat them. Your body language.
No, you know
Back
what?
to the body language when you make that big sound.
I know, but every so often you've got to just go for it. And it's not all. I don't get like that all the time. I mean, it hasn't been like that for a long time.
I know.
So I just have to go for it every so often, and that's the way. That's life. You got to do it every so often. It's like, do I eat?
Alan, I will help you with those bagels.
Yeah, you're coming down next week. I'm so excited to see you and Bruce.
The return of Caroline and Bruce.
Yeah, I can't wait. You're coming Tuesday, right?
Yes.
I
so
can't
excited.
wait. Well, you know what you're gonna have for breakfast anyway.
So we're going to do instead of doing a show on Monday and Wednesday, we're going to do.
No, Tuesday. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Normally
do-
We're gonna do Monday, but because Bruce and Caroline are coming.
We're doing it Tuesday and Wednesday.
Yeah, and then Friday.
And one of
But
those
not
days is
Wednesday.
is Suzanne Selects, the box, right?
And we've got brand new.
Man, is that
holy-
popular.
Holy crap! Brand new for the Select box.
Yep.
It's
Yeah,
so
amazing.
brand new. I've only used it for the first week myself. It's that brand new. It's really. But I won't be talking about that yet. Instead, I'm gonna be talking about hand sanitizer.
And also Wednesday, we're launching the Suzanne Summers Ghost Flower Activewear that you
The-
previewed last
You know
week.
the yoga pants
You
that
probably pre-sold out.
those pants here in 106-degree weather. I had told Caroline, I said, I'm going to wear them for the show so everyone can see how great they fit. And then I thought after the show I'll take them right off because it's not fun to have black hot pants on. I never took them off. I actually got into bed that night. I was still in the pants and I thought now I'll take them off. And the next morning I put them on again. They are amazing yoga pants. And the top, I didn't wear the top that I'm going to show for you on Wednesday because I hadn't received mine yet.
Makes your butt look great.
It does?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I mean, you have a great butt, but it
I'm a little skinny right now.
yeah, you're a little skinny.
Yeah, right. You all told me I was skinny.
Cry me a river.
Yeah. Well, I grew up skinny. Anybody who grew up skinny, you don't like being skinny, but you also don't like being overweight. Why are we never satisfied and happy with that moment in time when it's all perfect, when you're not skinny but you're not fat. Anyway, I'm starting to put weight on again. And now that we got all the bagels, I will be putting weight on.
Oh, have we got
Yeah,
bagels?
it was great. Hey, Alan, can you show the sign? I have a couple of people. that
Certainly.
see the sign for the
Certainly. Okay.
Wow, this smells good.
I don't mean to cover your face.
Clove spice. That scent is
Yeah.
so beautiful.
There it is, Suzanne Organics Hand Cleansing Trio, the moisturizing hand sanitizer, hand wash, hand lotion, retail $81, sale $60, 25% off at SuzanneSummers.com. They're great, really great products.
I'm so proud of our products. More than anything, I love the way you all love them. I love that. Have you noticed, since we've all been doing our cocktail party here, I would imagine we were the first. Now, there are a lot of people doing cocktail parties, including Daisy, our granddaughter, who's having one right now for her friends. Or I think it's an hour from now. Our grandchildren are now old enough to drink alcohol legally.
Yeah, they're old enough to do anything except for one. So
Yeah.
five out of the 6 are having sex. Okay, we're not
Well,
sure.
we don't know.
We're not about the, we don't know about
I
the
don't
6th
ask.
one.
That's their business, I don't ask.
No, we know. I can tell.
You can tell.
Yeah, their skin cleared up.
No, it's because they're using our products.
Oh,
And also, like when I think of Camellia and Violet, they had such trouble with their whole GI tract. No fault of theirs, you know. Was it what's in the school lunches? What mold in the school? You don't know. You don't know where the invisible enemy is. But boy, did they suffer for the longest time. But Caroline, you really went to the mat for them. She went to Florida, to that doctor in Florida, and you really, good mom. You're a very good mom.
Well, you guys helped a lot. We went on a major research hunt, and we now have so many of those products available so that other people can benefit, because a lot of people have those issues.
by the way,
Yes?
Carol Ann, good suggestion. Please do a laundry detergent.
Oh,
Yeah.
I would like to do that. Can we do that, Caroline? Let's get, see if we can get
I'll
that.
look into it. Yeah, I mean, I've had a hard time with natural laundry detergents. Have you?
I'm never happy with them. I use them,
Never.
but I'm never happy with them. But I bet with our formulator was sent by God. I'm not kidding. She's such a good person, and the reason you react to these products is because of the energy she puts into them. It is so important to her that the product that we give, offer to you. We don't give, but we try to make it as attractive as possible.
Well, we almost give.
Sometimes we give. She cares so much. I've told you this story before, but for those of you who didn't hear me, when I met her the very first day, I, had a degree of skepticism. I didn't know who and what, and I said, how'd you get interested in this? She said, I thought that I was responsible for my mother-in-law's death. I said, what? She said, well, I was in the beauty business, and my mother-in-law was, what I didn't realize, dying of cancer. And her body was so riddled with pain that at the end of my workday, I would go over to her house every day, and I would rub down her back and her legs and her arms with beautiful lotions. She said, but they weren't organic, and I didn't know anything about organic. And she said, and then when my mother-in-law died, she said, and I started really looking into the chemicalization of us, which is what I talk to you about all the time. And she said, I just really thought that I put so much lotion on her that the toxic burden in her body built up and killed her. And I said, can we have this conversation? I said, what you did every day was so loving and so giving, and all, massaging someone well is an act of love. You know, you've been massaged when someone just goes like that, and you think, you know, why bother? But I know her well enough to know that she was really, it was like the way before Caroline's father passed. Caroline went every Saturday to her father's house, and you kept him alive, Caroline, for at least a year longer than he would have lived, because he lived from Saturday to Saturday waiting for what Caroline would make him for his lunch that day. And I remember your dad sitting there with the TV tray in front of him, which was the most comfortable way for him to eat a meal. And you'd put it was always something Italian and great with the steam just coming up. And he'd hold his utensils, and the way he'd look at you, that's love. That's love.
So sweet.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Sandy Garnet Gregory said, please create dryer sheets that are scented. What are dryer sheets? Is that if
You mean like sheets that you sleep on in your bed?
well, dryer sheets? That mean if you pee in the bed?
Oh, no, it's not about peeing in your bed.
I don't know. Listen, we will only do products if we can make them as great as they need to be, and that's the only thing I'm worried about with laundry detergent or dryer sheets. I don't know that we can get good results. So if we
Well,
can,
it's worth the
we'll just get
investment.
organic.
It's worth the investment to see if we can come up with it. If we can't, we can't.
Yes.
Nothing worse than trying to sell something. What I love about our products is I don't have to sell you. You know it's great. What are you doing with that light?
I'm just moving it around a little bit.
Are you making me look better or worse?
I don't know. Whoops.
Oh, great.
Oh,
Oh, great.
there we go.
Great. You might like stop touching things, Mikey.
I'm doing my best, okay? That's all I can do is my best.
Yeah.
Ellen, we need you to pan over to the bar too, because people can't see the bar.
Okay, yeah, someone, I can't remember the woman's name, she said, what happened to the bar? It's better there. Well, here's the bar we're at right now,
Yeah.
okay?
This is the summer bar.
This is an
Yeah.
incredible bar.
Okay?
And we've had so much fun at this bar, and oh my goodness, the chairs are leopard, and they match my napkins. And I don't know, can you scooch around and show them the whole room? I love this.
Okay.
Room. And
Yeah,
just,
it's beautiful.
I love this room. And sometimes when you look out the window at the end there, you can see the bighorn sheep. They didn't come today, but they were here yesterday. That's what it is when you have wild animals show up on your property. You always go, you should have been here yesterday. That's like going back east in September to see the falling leaves, you know, the turning of the leaves. And everybody always says the same thing. Well, you should have been here last week. Did you see how beautiful it is out there, everybody? You'll like this bar. It is so hot outside right now. If it cools off, and sometimes June, it cools off, and there's no rhyme or reason in the desert. But right now, I've got the misters on outside just to get from room to room, because 106 degrees of dry air is it's difficult to manage. So
Actually, thank goodness it's dry. 106 back east,
oh, and, yeah,
you'd be dropping on the sidewalk.
yeah, yeah.
Do you remember? I remember we had my university group come here. There were like, I don't know, 100 people in August, and we thought, oh, this is going to be terrible. And all of a sudden, the temperature dropped by 35 degrees, and it was the most wonderful evening.
I know.
And I think it was a full moon that night as
It
well.
was.
Yahoo!
Yeah, it's like you ordered in. and
Yeah, it was beautiful.
perfect.
Yeah.
It was perfect. Well, the restaurants are starting to open up here in Palm Springs. We have two favorite restaurants here. Tropical, which is owned by Tony and Rance. And that's like, I don't know if you have a restaurant like this in your city or town, but going to Tropical is like going to a party. And you walk in, if you feel like going to a party, you go there. You can partake if you want, you don't have to. We have our table, we always sit at the same table. And I never order anything, he just brings me stuff. He knows how I like to eat. And he was Barbara Streisand's chef, so she's not easy to work for. So I didn't hear from him, I've just heard from other people. And He makes amazing food. So that's one restaurant. And then our other favorite restaurant is La Valerie, which he's not opening until October. But that's not so hard for him because he closes every summer anyway and gives his employees the summer off. Does he pay them? I'm sure he pays them. Otherwise, they wouldn't be so happy about having the summer off.
Yeah, I don't know how it works, but
But everybody's happy at La Valerie. But anyway, he opened up last weekend, and only to half capacity, as all the restaurants are. But it was so nice just to go out and do something normal again. Aren't we all missing it?
yep.
Tell me about your hometowns.
My hometown?
No, I want the
Okay, well,
ladies
okay,
and
I got one right here. Lisa
Yeah.
Oaks says, hi from the Sunshine Coast in British Columbia. What kind of tequila do you drink? It's called Casa Dragones. Now, Suzanne and I did a series for this Canadian network, and we shot it in Vancouver. And we had time off, so Suzanne and I would jump on the ferry and go to where you live on the Sunshine Coast.
Is that near where Dennis and Phyllis live?
No, they have their own island. So we go to the Sunshine Coast, and we love it there. And we called a realtor, and the realtor showed us this shack. It was like a fishing shack, but it was on a 1/4 mile of oceanfront. And we thought about buying it, and and it was all of $35,000, and that was Canadian
We
funds.
weren't married yet then, were we, or were we?
No, we were married.
No, we weren't.
Yeah, we were just. Let's see, maybe we weren't married. No, I think we were just married.
Here, I thought I was marrying this rich dude.
No, but no. What we thought was, we're never going to come here for vacation. It was like when we went to Nova Scotia, and we looked at those islands in Nova Scotia that were incredible, and they were selling them for $5,000, and we
That
thought,
we should have done.
well, the thing, what's
Have
great about
lobster every
I happen
day.
to love Nova Scotia and Prince Edward Island and what else? I love Newfoundland. Okay, so I love that all the eastern provinces of Canada. The problem is the weather's lousy, but if you embrace it, like when you go to the beach in Nova Scotia, you rarely go swimming. You get bundled up and you go for a great walk on the
Irish
beach.
woman, this is just
That's right.
going to the beach
That's
for me.
right. Yeah, exactly.
Well, Janice Nielsen said I'm in Redondo Beach and the Esplanade just opened. Yay!
Oh, good. Oh,
now we
good.
can walk along the beach again.
Oh, good. And can in LA, can people go in the water yet? Which I think was the stupidest thing anybody ever did, but anyway, can they?
They can go to the beach, but they can't go in the water.
You can go in the water and you can walk. They just don't want you sitting stationary.
Really?
What?
You can't sit? Even if you sit 6 feet apart from the next person?
No, they opened it up for activity. So you can swim, you can walk, you can run, you can use the bike path, but they didn't want people flooding and gathering. LA is still a hotspot, so.
Don't you want this to be over? I just want it to be over. I want us to open our office again and get life back to normal.
Look,
I like change.
I don't want to
That's
get.
how I've been
yeah.
with my husband for 50 years.
I don't want to get political, okay? And I
Don't
won't.
get political.
I'm not going to get
Because when you say
political.
I'm not going to get political, you get political.
No, I'm not going to get political. I promise you. I'm not taking any sides. All I'm saying is, there's something about this whole. There's something about this whole thing that bothers me, and I'm not going to say what I think it is. Okay, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Okay,
That's good.
and I think there are a lot of people out there. I think there are a lot of people out there who probably feel the same way.
And a lot of people who don't.
I'll bet there are more people that do.
I bet it's pretty split down the middle.
Well, this
Which
is-
why we talk about hand sanitizer and happy things.
I'm never talking about politics. You can't win.
No, I didn't talk about
I
politics.
know you did. You did really well.
Yeah,
You did really well. Right.
I just said there's something.
Yeah.
Yeah, where are you going?
I just want you to see my new dress. Do you like my new dress?
Great dress.
This isn't the same red dress I wore last week, which I didn't really like. I like this dress.
Maybe you wear that next time we get married.
I want to marry you again.
Yeah,
I do.
you can wear that dress.
red wedding dress.
There you go. Why
I
not?
have a friend who wore a red wedding dress.
Say that fast.
Yeah, that's
5
right.
times.
Wed wedding dress.
No, but listen to this. My, you know Mark Wilkinson, who
Of course.
is Bruce's
Yes.
best friend and director of photography.
And wasn't he the guy who shot my breast regrowth for
Yes.
Dr. Oz show? And he went, oh, I'm out of my comfort zone. I'm with your mom. And they're doing the surgery on her breast, and I'm uncomfortable. Anyway, thank you, Mark Wilkinson. Yeah.
Okay, so
They got married in Mexico, and they had a destination wedding, and his wife, Annunziata, is beautiful woman, Italian, and this petite, fabulous woman. And to surprise Mark, she decided to wear her red wedding dress.
Oh.
And
Oh, that makes me like her.
yes, and his mother told Mark before the wedding
What?
that she was wearing a red wedding dress.
Oh no. It took away the element of surprise?
Yes.
What did the mother think that he was going to be disappointed or something, so she set him up?
She just spelled it. And
Oh. I had
mother-in-law wouldn't have done that.
no.
Just saying.
No, no. I had the ugliest wedding dress of wedding dresses. I hated my wedding dress.
and I hated that
I
brown
hated your suit.
velvet suit with a stupid shirt.
I just wanted to marry you.
I even hated the day we got married.
I let the wardrobe guy on Three's Company choose my dress and your suit because I was so busy. When Three's Company took off, it took off like it'll never happen again. Can you imagine going on television for the first time and your show goes to #1 the very first week it's on? Do you know what that does to your life? I didn't know what it was doing to my life, but all of a sudden we were getting married and I couldn't take the pressure. I could take it now. I'm so different now. But the wardrobe guy, he turned on me when the whole crew turned on me, so I don't care what I say about him at this point. His taste was nowhere near as good as my taste would have been, and he went to this store called the Rubicon, and they take antique lace and make little Victorian tops and dresses, and it wasn't anything Suzanne. I should have, Caroline's dress was so beautiful, Leslie designed it for Caroline. It was what I should have worn. It's off the shoulder with rose, like big handmade roses of Georgette in the perfect off-white, and Caroline's dress was tight with a slit. Mine should have been tight with a slit or short. I had this stupid long dress, and I don't know why, I was still so soon out of Catholic school, and in Catholic school, you wore pantyhose. You just wore pantyhose so that your butt wouldn't jiggle at all. I had a long, white, stupid wedding skirt on, and I wore pantyhose under it. The pictures taken of Alan and I standing
Awful.
there, kind of awful. The pantyhose were showing
Awful.
on the top. It was awful.
It was like the whole thing was awful.
Yeah, it was
And
awful.
you remember?
Our wedding was awful. Our kids were mad.
And also, we were supposed to get those beds sent in for our family to sleep on, and
Yeah.
they didn't arrive. And I
We're
called,
trying to be too great
I
to
called the
everybody.
guy and I threatened to kill him.
Yeah.
And then an hour later, there's a 7-foot cop standing at our front door saying, "We have a complaint that you
didn't
threatened."
say you kill him. You said, "I'll effing kill you." You don't need those beds delivered here. And then so the 9-foot tall policeman. That was you then, and that was me then, and thank God we grow up and grow older. What is it, Picasso? I love quotes. Picasso says, it takes a long time to grow young. And I was talking to someone, I think I was talking to you yesterday, Caroline. I said, this may be the happiest I've ever been in my whole life, and I think it's because I'm so in my stuff. I really like who I am. That takes a long time to say.
So
A
we
long
should
time.
get married again.
I want to.
Where do you want to get married?
I want to get married with all of our children and grandchildren.
Okay.
Now this November will be 44 years married, 51 together.
We rehearsed.
Yeah. Do you want to wait till 45 years so that it's more of a
More of a what?
Why?
I don't know.
We don't have to wait.
I don't know.
Where's that rule?
Okay, I'll marry you. You
Okay.
ask me to marry you.
Okay. Will you marry me?
Oh God, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sure worked out this time.
So Deborah Franklin said, "So thankful, no more pantyhose." What does that mean?
Thank you. Because none of us women wear pantyhose anymore. We wear tights in the winter. We might wear black tights just because it's, it's...
No, but you know what? When I was a young guy in dating, girls wore stockings with garters, and then on top of the garters, they wore something called a merry widow. It wasn't so merry, okay? And
You're not married because you couldn't get them out of it fast enough, right?
no, you couldn't get them out of it, period.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
true.
those were the days
That's why our
where
moms liked them.
that no one did anything,
Yeah.
okay?
Did you ever wear a Merry Widow, Caroline?
I wore like garters for fun. Yeah.
Well, a Merry Widow is sort of like what I wear under my costumes in Vegas. It's the
Yeah,
leotard.
like the little hip hugger.
Yeah, it's the leotard. Leslie makes the greatest leotards, and they're all boned, and you got to put have your wardrobe person put one foot on your butt to pull it up, or have Alan come in.
That's me.
And pull it together.
That's me.
But once you get in it, man, do you look good?
Oh yeah, you just
Really good.
yeah, you just can't breathe.
Second artist, Violet.
Oh my God, Violet's so beautiful.
Violet, who freely posted on her Instagram because she's an artist and I've let it go.
Yeah. You know what, I've let it go too. I'm the grandmother and I've let it go. You know what? If I was that perfect and that beautiful, I'd be doing the same thing. You know, that
She's
was...
a fashion designer and it's like it's part of her
I know.
aesthetic.
I
And it's
get it.
edgy and it's
I get it.
half naked sometimes.
I get it.
And she knows who she is and I gotta let her be. I
Yeah.
can't. She's
And-
not a teenager. It's not my place to.
No, she's 21 years old.
Yeah.
And also, your era, it's certainly not my era, but your era too, we didn't have selfies, cell phones, etc. It's hard to imagine that there were no cell phones, but there were no cell phones. So I will also say about this generation of my grandchildren, it's the most narcissistic generation in the history of young people, because all they do is take beautiful pictures of themselves all day long, and if they're not good, they delete it and take another one until they get the perfect one. And we all grew up with those crappy, shitty pictures of ourselves. My teeth were too big for my face in every picture of my childhood, and there weren't many, because...
No, but you have
pictures
great
were
teeth. You have
a
great
luxury.
teeth. You have great teeth.
No,
By the way,
but when you're a kid and you're just
Yeah, right,
growing up, your
right.
teeth don't fit. It's like Bruce's feet didn't fit.
Yeah, Bruce growing up, his feet didn't fit. Yeah. Do you remember, did you see that video of those two guys? I think they were probably 15 years old.
I don't know.
And they said, okay, someone's off camera said, okay, we're going to give you 4 minutes to figure out how to dial this phone number on this phone. And the phone was one of those phones
Like we grew
where,
up with.
yeah, it's just
Dial.
circular, you dial,
Right.
okay? You don't push buttons,
pick up the
you dial.
receiver,
Right,
And then you do one. and-
right. They could never figure out how to make the phone call.
Do you remember any phone numbers from your childhood? Alan?
Yeah, Kingsdale 7125.
Now, who was that?
That was our home number, my parents.
Oh,
332 Huron Street. I didn't say Huron, I said Huron Street,
Our-
Toronto.
Our phone number growing up was Juno 8 1477.
Well, you have one more number than we did in Canada.
Juno 8 1477.
Yeah.
I still.
We were at 5412739. That was my phone.
That was your.
For
What?
years.
Say it again. Say it again.
5412739.
Yeah. That was a period of time where, see, I don't even know your phone number, Caroline, because I just punch in your name, like a C, and up comes Caroline, and I punch on that. I don't know your phone number. If I had to call you in the middle of the night somewhere, I don't know how to call you, because unless I have my cell phone. You know whose phone number I'll never forget? It's 650. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no, it just slipped out of my head.
Is this
Eddie
someone's-
Johnston's.
Is this someone's number that exists now?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you shouldn't say
Well, I
it.
can't remember it right now.
Well, that's
'Cause
good.
that's the number I remember.
There
right?
you
I was
go.
going to say that. Anyway, my cousin, she's my second cousin, but she she's also my godmother, and I always thought of her like an aunt.
You talking about Betty?
Yeah,
I love
Johnston.
Betty. Betty, I love Betty.
Betty was 97 years old this week. Remember, she came to my opening night in Vegas. She was not going to miss it. She came in her wheelchair with her great daughters. And because of the pandemic, and because she's 97, no one wanted to take a chance of risking Betty's health. So everybody in the family, on that side of the family, all honked by Betty's house. And they put up a tent in front of Betty's house so she wouldn't be sitting in the sun. And everybody she knew and loved drove by and held up signs, and we love you, Betty. And my sister said she was absolutely breathless and excited. All of us have somebody like this in our family. This woman is...
Yeah, she's great.
She's a saint.
She's great, really.
She's a saint.
By the way...
All she does is pray for everybody in the family. That's why she's never going to die, because she's got to see this all through.
By the way, Catherine Yelter, I think it is, said, remember the party lines. Did you have a party line?
Oh, God, yes.
You could listen in.
Listened all the time.
People arguing with each other, saying terrible things to each other, or saying nice things to each other. That was the original phone sex.
I never had any phone sex. I could listen to Mrs. Gaviglio around the corner. She wasn't all that interesting. My father did the crappiest thing. He hated us to be on the phone. The phone made him mad. A lot of things made him mad. And he would, to really make us all mad, for no reason at all, for no reason, he'd just walk by and rip the whole cord out of the wall.
Oh, nice guy.
Really? And then, do you know what it was like to get a phone repair guy to come to the house in that era, in the 1950s? Alcohol made my father do terrible things, but I love him. I have totally forgiven him. I do lectures about forgiveness, and forgiveness is a gift you give yourself. It really is.
And here's a segue.
To hand sanitizer?
Guess what else has alcohol in it that actually helps us in these times?
We have moisturizing hand sanitizer.
This is
You're going to love this. I'm not kidding. You're going to absolutely love this. It's clove spice. It will make your hands soft and beautiful and keep you protected from surfaces and things that we touch. That seems to be the issue, touching. And that's with all, you want to keep your surfaces clean, but you keep your hands clean so that when your hands touch the surfaces, you're going to love this. So here's the deal today. And then Alan will hold up the deal. Okay?
What a great salesperson you are.
What?
No, you're great.
You're being facetious, and why? You can't see it, my skirt, can you? On camera?
Well, if I get down low enough,
Okay. All
I
right.
can see.
Okay. These are hard.
I can see Kentucky from here.
Well, my underpants are red, so just in case. But these are hard chairs to cross your legs in. Anyway, the hand sanitizer, the hand wash, and the hand lotion. You've used the hand lotion before. You know you love it. The lemon verbena, and the same thing with the hand wash. When we first made hand wash, I remember saying to my formulator, "So what? Hand wash? Well, everybody's got soap." Now, when I check into a hotel room, I bring it in a smaller bottle to get through TSA. But the peace of mind I have without using their chemical soap, all that soap that we all thought was benign, it's not. If you really think about the toxic burden, soap that has chemicals in it, laundry detergent that has chemicals in it, dishwashing soap that has chemicals in it, your cleanser that you clean your pots with has chemicals in it. Just start adding up all day long how many chemicals you're using that you're not even aware of, and then you wonder why you have issues with your gut and why you have issues with, there's a lot of brain issues going around now. I'm not just talking about dementia or Alzheimer's, but I'm talking about ADD and ADHD and OCD and all these things that are the new brain issues that didn't used to be part and parcel of our experience, and they are now because of the chemicalization of us. In fact, I was looking yesterday, I was walking through my bedroom, and I looked in this beautiful mirror. We have a lot of these gold gilt mirrors here in this house, because I've been putting this house together for 40 years, and wherever I see anything beautiful, especially in all the years that we were going back and forth to Europe, I had a shipping number. Dangerous for someone like me, because I have a good eye. And I was just, you know what happens when you have a shipping number and you walk into a store or an antique shop or somebody's house? You go, wow, that's a great mirror. Here's my shipping number. And that's back in California before you get home from your vacation. So we have a lot of them. So anyway, I was walking past this beautiful mirror that we found in a chateau in Quebec City. That's
Canada.
Canada, yeah. Quebec City is, but is Quebec City in
Quebec.
Quebec, yeah, okay.
Province of
And
Quebec.
in the mirror, I see a bighorn sheep galloping across the landscape there. And I was so moved by it that we have access to this incredible nature. And you know, I love quotes. And this is paraphrasing, but Frank Lloyd Wright, one of my favorites. Nature is the only face of God you will ever see. And when you see a beautiful bighorn sheep with the big horns, perfectly acclimated to these rocks out here, and almost the same color. You have to really have a trained eye to see them. And I thought, it makes your heart soar, doesn't it, you, Alan?
I love it.
Yeah.
I keep recording them on my iPhone.
They all, I have to tell you, all the bighorn sheep kind of look alike, but I like that you photograph all of them.
We made eye contact one day.
Yeah?
Yeah, so speaking of eye contact, here's the deal, okay? Suzanne Organics Hand Cleansing Trio. We have the moisturizing hand sanitizer, hand wash, hand lotion, retail value, $81, on sale for $60. It's 25% off. SuzanneSummers.com. It's a great deal. Get it for the summer.
A little bruschetta?
Oh yeah, someone wanted to see our salty things.
Okay. Here's my
Okay.
salty.
Actually, you can have a snack and say goodbye. It's already
No! Here are my salty things. Cherry tomatoes from our garden with our lemon olive oil, and little grilled pieces of sourdough, Kalamata black olives, little chunks of Parmesan, and prosciutto stuffed with cheese. I don't remember what kind I put in it. Anyway.
And while you're showing that beautiful food, Patricia Ann Garand said, my hair is incredibly shiny because of Suzanne's shampoo and True Brazilian serum and hair, skin, and nails, which is Suzanne's supplement.
Hair, skin, and nails. Great. It's a great
This is
product.
hair, skin, and nails, and True Brazilian, and the gloss at the end. I owe my hair to Suzanne Organics. I love our hair products. I love them. Go to the website. If you haven't stocked up, go to our website. And is there any sale on? Is just the sale on this stuff today, right, Caroline?
The sale is on this bundle today.
Okay. Oops,
Okay.
excuse me.
Whoa.
I just and I haven't had gluten.
Whoa.
But you know, if you get your card up to $100, then you get free shipping.
So now, Tuesday is Caroline. Is Tuesday the day that we do the Suzanne Selects box?
Yes, it is.
And
It's
that's
Bruce and Caroline here.
and that's going to be 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
It is. And guess what? We're going to make you dinner too.
We're gonna
Okay.
eat dinner?
Yes.
Oh.
We'll make you dinner in 3 months.
Oh, well, I was going to make you dinner, but I'd much rather have you make me dinner. How wonderful! Oh my God, how great!
And I'll make
Well,
the
send me a
I'll make
shopping list so I can have all the ingredients here.
bagels for breakfast.
How exciting! Oh, exciting! So we'll have bagels for breakfast, a Caroline dinner, Bruce and Caroline here for cocktails Tuesday night, and all of you. And tell your friends to come. I love getting together with all of you like this. And
then Ghost Flower Wednesday.
and then Ghost Flower for the most bitchin' cool, make your butt look great bring your waist in great yoga pants I've ever had on, honestly.
And the tank top and the shirt.
And the tank top and the shirt.
Yeah.
The shirt I love. It's got bell sleeves and you can tie it in a knot here, so if you're a little bloated that day, it will hide everything.
Okay.
That's awesome.
By the way, I just want to say one more thing. Oh my God, you guys love the Gut Renew.
Oh,
the
right.
protein smoothie.
Oh, what a hit.
Wow, what a hit! And I know we have it every morning now. I've stopped getting from the little Palm
Up the
Cafe
street.
here who charged us
$12
for
for-
the Suzanne Summers.
Right, the Suzanne Summers smoothie. And they keep saying it's the most popular smoothie we have. No
Yeah,
kidding.
And we bring them the kale and the stuff from our garden though, because we get so much.
Free.
And they charge us $12 each.
Okay.
So that's $25 a day. So
Okay.
anyway,
We don't do
I
that
love
anymore.
that you love the Gut Renew. So do we. It is a bona fide hit.
We sold-
I could
it
stop
sold
selling
out.
everything else and just
Yeah.
have that as a business, but I won't.
It sold out both times, okay? I hope we have enough to carry us through, but it's incredible.
I looked at the inventory. I hope so. Order
I
more,
just ordered
Caroline.
it again.
Okay.
So
All right.
I'm not gonna run out.
All right, I love you all. I love you, Caroline. I love
Bye.
you, Alex.
Bye, you guys.
Yes, I will marry you, Ellen.
Okay, I'm in.